Hello, my little gremlins. Good morning, or good evening, or afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is that you are viewing this. Welcome back. It is nice to see you. Or if you are new here, welcome. Welcome to All Things Chaos. That is my life. Today, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am not really feeling it. I've had a really long week. This month is just, let's be honest, after Halloween is like the one thing holding me on by a string without the seasonal depression setting in. And then once that goes away, like once Halloween's over, I'm just like set in with the reality that is my life, okay? The winter is really hard for me. It's like all big dates in my life regarding my parents that passed away are all within literally a 2-month time span, and it's brutal because not only is Christmas, Thanksgiving, not only are all the holidays in there, it's also very important dates to do with my parents. So it just, long story short, it just freaking sucks, okay? So Halloween's over, the one thing that was holding me on by a string, it's done. And I was doing good for the week. It's the 8th, and I was doing pretty good. I was like, no, I'm still gonna watch spooky movies. I'm still gonna do stuff. I carved pumpkins after Halloween. And it's like, the dread is starting to slowly set in because it's time to put the decorations away. It's their time to go away. And I don't want them to because they are my lifeline. This is my sanity anchor, okay? These are my sanity anchors, and I am terrified of letting them go, okay? And I just don't want to face reality that is my life, okay? So normally the first date that gets me is October 2nd, my mom's birthday. But normally I'm pretty still, like I said, I'm like, Halloween is coming, I'm in good spirits, I'm excited because it's my favorite holiday. So yes, it still greatly affects me, but I'm able to like still keep my moods up, you know? And then my dad's birthday is November 21st. And then Thanksgiving, wherever it falls before or after, I don't know, whatever Thursday it's on. And then there's Christmas. And then there is New Year's. But fun fact about my mom's death date. She died on the 31st, okay? December 31st. So what is that holiday called? New Year's is literally least favorite holiday. Fucking hate that holiday. I don't even think it made sense before. I mean, granted, I have emotions attached to it, but like, why are we dropping a ball? The year is another year, okay? Nobody needs it, okay? Just change the clocks. We don't throw a party when the clocks go back for daylight savings time. No, we don't. So why do we throw a party on New Year's? I can fully recognize that's probably my trauma speaking, and it's a just fine holiday, okay? Like, go shade on Valentine's Day, okay? Like, it's fine, girl. It's fine. People are allowed to celebrate. I didn't know where I wanted to go in terms of story times today. I have my outfit planned already, but I didn't really know where I want to go because I'm kind of still in the lighthearted, silly, goofy, wanna be a silly, goofy mood and don't really want to cry and get into all that right now because I'm already in it, and so I don't want to keep getting in it, okay? Okay. So I think we're going to tell you. I clickbaited you guys last video. I'm sorry. If you didn't watch it or if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And no, I didn't actually get arrested. I am sorry. I just had to do a little clickbait, okay? Okay. So I figured since I did that to you guys, the least I could do is actually back it up with a story of the one time that I actually did get arrested. So I figured since I did that to you guys, I might as well, you know, back it up with a story that was real, that actually happened. Well, that story was real, the story really happened, but I didn't get arrested. I just embellished on it, okay? And this is a story. Also, I didn't really get arrested this time, but I did have to go to court. I wasn't in handcuffs, I should say, but I had to go to court. I had to do the court cases. I had to do all that. We'll get into it, but I didn't actually get arrested, but I was. I don't know. I don't know what it's called when they don't put you in handcuffs and book you, but you still gotta go to court and do all that shit. So I wasn't technically arrested, but I was put through the system, okay? let's start on the outfit because you know I'm notorious for telling a whole ass story without even touching my clothes. So let me get these pants and start the outfit for you as well. Okay, don't hate me, but I just realized these pants severely need to be lint rolled. So I'm gonna start telling you the story while lint rolling these pants. Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. Okay, I love you. So the story I'm going to be telling you today, some fun little quirky, silly, goofy, fun story that involves. I'm just gonna give a little caveat, okay, to my sister because I know she's watching. I know you're watching. Whatever I'm about to say, I do not hold any grudges. I do not hold any. I'm past it, okay? So don't get upset when I'm telling this story if there are things that I say that might bring up some past emotions or past things. It's okay. I don't care. I'm over it. It's whatever. Looking back, it's probably more my fault than anybody's fault in the scenario, okay? I love you. Don't get mad or just get past it, okay? Okay, now that she's maybe hopefully gone, we're gonna get into this story that involves my sister's ex-husband and his fucking piece of shit cousin. Can't wait to tell that part of the story. Okay, so this fight started, I'm pretty sure it started between me and my sister, or my sister and I, whatever grammatically correct way it is to say that. My sister and I got into this fight. My sister and I should probably tell backstories, okay. Okay, if you've never seen any one of my videos, I'm gonna speed run it for you real quick. My parents died when I was younger. My 22-year-old sister became my guardian and I lived with her. And when I started living with them, it was her boyfriend, but well, for sake of the story, her husband, okay? Soon to be husband, okay? When my dad first died, as any child who just lost her second parent, a literal orphan, okay? A literal fucking orphan, right? It's kind of fucked up, okay? Like in the head, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, we're fucked, okay? Literally fucked. So I get home, it's the literal day my dad dies. I have my friend over because she's my bestie. She's my motherfucking ride or die, and she came home with me to make sure I was gonna make it through the night. Let's just say that, okay? So, the first night we are there, my sister and her boyfriend, we're just gonna call him her boyfriend, okay? They're smoking weed, okay? And my dad just dies, okay? And so I can see, like, they're smoking, and it was always, they had smoked before, but it was like I was just around, okay? You know, I never hit it. Okay, and so I see them, like, passing around, and then I see my sister do the... Shit's fucked, wanna hit this? And I said... Okay? The course of the trajectory of my life at that moment changed, okay? I realized what marijuana was and what it did to me, and light bulbs went off, okay? I said, I don't know what this is, but she's now my best friend, okay? Me and weed, oh, baby. Yes. I don't know, some people have different stories for the way they like smoked for the first time and they had like anxiety attacks or like it freaked them out. No, I got high for the first time and I was like, no, this is definitely what life is supposed to feel like. This is good, this is groovy, this is gravy, baby. Okay, we're living it. I would just smoke, mostly after that, I would just smoke with my sister and her boyfriend. And it was always just like, I was still super young at this time. So it's not like I was like waking up. I was still in school. It's not like I was like waking up, I wasn't a true pothead stoner at this point, right? I was just smoking with my sister. And bro, I would hit the bitch one time and be high for like fucking 4 days. So it's not like I needed to go buy my own weed or do my own shit at this time, right? So I'm just smoking with them, living my life. This is distracting me. I need to be done because I can't coherently tell this story. So we're just gonna be done with this. Just know with that, don't look at the lint. Don't comment about no lint because guess what? I tried, okay? Don't comment about it. Okay, so at this point, I'm just smoking with, the only time I smoke with my sister, and it's still only like every once in a while. Like, it's not like a 4 times a day, every day type shit. It's just like casual, okay? And then my sister, you've ever heard it actually happens to people now that I'm growing up and getting older. It actually happens to people a lot more than you would realize. It's like one day you're smoking and you're fine, and then one day you hit the blunt once and you are spiraling into a panic attack of all panic attacks and you're never coming back from it, okay? So that happened to my sister, okay? She was just chilling one day, smoked, and then, no, just no, not good. Not good vibes, bad vibes, okay? Bad vibes, not good. So my sister was like, okay, I don't smoke anymore. Which means we don't smoke anymore. And I said, oh. See, funny thing about that, babies, I don't get those funny little panic attacks. And I really like smoking now, so that's cute, but that's not gonna happen. Really appreciate you trying, but that's super cute. That's definitely not gonna happen. Okay? So me, being the little shit that I am, was like, okay, I can't smoke with my sister anymore. Now I gotta start buying my own weed. Okay, so I started buying weed and smoking weed on my own regularly. And my sister didn't like that. Yeah, that became a big issue. She didn't like that. Because it was cool when we did it together, but now that she doesn't do it and it's by myself, that was the issue. Okay? And I can see where you came from. At the time, I was super young, but like, also not really at the same time, okay? Not really at the same time, okay? Because it caused, I say that because the fights it caused were so ridiculous. There was one point, I didn't have my door. I'm gonna say they, because most of the time it was fucking him, dude. They took my door off of its hinges because she found weed in my room. Okay, bro, it was so insane. It was like, I started smoking with you and you're gonna fucking take my door off of my hinges because I still smoke because you decided to stop? Didn't make no fucking sense at all. Okay. So this fight in particular, I would always, and I'm like, okay, you took my little sack. Okay, I'm gonna go get another sack. Was this motherfucker, her fucking boyfriend. He would always come in my room and search through my room. I'm like, last I fucking checked, bro, you're not my dad, you're not my nothing, you're not my shit, okay? So he would come in my room and search my room, which is fucking violating, okay? I don't know how old I am at this time. Let's say 14, 15 years old. A grown-ass man coming into a 14, 15-year-old girl's bedroom and rummaging through all my shit. You know how violating that is? Okay, when my panties, my undies, my bras, all my stuff is in there. Okay, because you want weed, Mr. Former drug dealer, former meth head. Okay, you want to go through my fucking room and make no fucking sense? So I had to give you a caveat. If you are still here, I'm sorry, but we're getting it out, okay? We're getting it out. So he would go through my room, and that's the shit that pissed me off. I already didn't have my door hinges. This motherfucking man who I don't even know who did. I didn't even like from the fucking jump. I never fucking liked him from the fucking beginning. That when I met him, I never fucking liked him. So he was going through my fucking room, and it would make my blood boil. It's one thing if my sister's going through my room. That's my sister. She's my guardian. She's technically my mom, okay? It's one thing. But this motherfucker going through my room? No. No, I'm not having it, okay? Much like most fights in your life, you can't even pinpoint what actually started it, like the first words that started the altercation. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it's safe to say that it was around one of these times where he went through my fucking room for the last goddamn time, rummaged all my shit for the last fucking time. And it was like when he would do it, he wouldn't be respectful about it, okay? It was like he would come through and rip all my shit through, go through my fucking drawers, rip all this shit out. Didn't give a fuck, okay? And I'm like, I fucking know you, bro. I literally don't know you. I've never liked you. Why are you in my fucking room? Okay, so it was a huge point of contention. So what started this particular fight is probably me going up to my sister and be like, this shit ain't it. This shit ain't working. This shit ain't fucking cutting it, okay? We're not having it. So me and my sister are getting into like a huge fight, knockout, drag out, brawl out type shit, okay? And my sister and I, now I can fully see how, because I'm more like this, but when I was younger, it was like, I needed to fight. I'm mad right now. I need to fight and I need to get it out and we need to go right now. And my sister was the type of person that she like can recognize that she's too angry and she's gonna do stuff that she regrets, so she'll remove herself from the situation, which is, in the long run, which is good, okay? It's good to remove yourself from a situation when you know you are getting too angry and you're gonna do things that you will later on regret, okay? But when I was younger, I would, no bitch, I said, do it, do what you regret. I need to get it out right now. I need us to fight right now and I need to get it out. Because I would just spiral. It's like she would go to her room and she would be like calming down and I would go to my room and just spiral and like spin and work it up in my head and like get more angry. So it was counterproductive. She would be calmed down and I would be like a tornado zooming up in my room like ready to fight. So I know this particular instance I was like, no, get out of a room, get out of your room. She had her door locked, so I was like banging on the door trying to get her to fight with me. Okay, crazy as this sounds, I know I am literally crazy, there is a bug crawling up my wall right now. Crisis averted. It's just a daddy long leg, I think. We're just gonna say it's a spider, but it's like not that big. We're okay. We're okay. I think at this point she's not answering, so her windows, she lived in the basement of our house we lived in, and so her windows were like I could see into her room from the ground level windows, okay? So I was like banging on the window trying to get her to talk to me. And her little boyfriend wanted to come out and be so cute and quirky and fight with me, okay? We were fighting, we were going at it. He said I was trying to bust in the windows. False. I was not trying to bust in the windows. I was trying, no! No. This was why, I remember now, this was why I was banging on the windows. I was banging on her door and then I went out, like I think I just went outside for something because our dogs were outside. I just went to chill with them and I got locked out. Motherfucker locked me out of the house. This is why we started fighting. Motherfucker locked me out of the house. Front and back door locked me out of the house. So that's why I started banging on the window. Now I remember I was banging on the window, banging on in there, like, let me back the fuck in the house. I'm already mad. Let me back in the house, okay? He comes out, starts fighting with me. He tells me I'm trying to break the window open. I said, no, I'm just trying to get back into my house, okay? That you locked me out of, okay? So at this point, I'm pretty sure that we like go our separate ways for a little bit. And it's later when so I was clearly probably a little bit older than I realized at this point because I had a car. And so I was probably 16. So I don't really remember the ins and outs, the middle of what happened, but I remember getting into my car and him like trying to be like, no, you're not leaving. You're not gonna go type shit. And I was like, first of all, last I checked, this car is 1,000,000% mine. It was not paid for by you. It was not leased by you. Your name is anywhere to do with this fucking car. It is me and it is paid off fully because of my inheritance, okay? Okay, thank you, so back the fuck up. And I think I had a backpack. Remember the car scene, okay? The backpack in question, okay? I went down to his room because he loved to go through my fucking room. I went down to his room and found his backpack full of shit. I don't even know. It was probably weed. It was like, he would go through my room, and it was probably like he was going through my room just so he could smoke my fucking weed type shit, okay? So I took his backpack and went into my car, and he was like, you're not taking your backpack, you're not even gonna leave, or you're not taking my backpack, you're not even gonna leave. And so I'm like holding on death grip to this backpack, and I'm in my driver's seat, and he literally, I'm like, I'm not letting go. He's ripping the backpack, and he drags me all the way from the driver's side seat through the car onto the ground by carrying this backpack, because I'm like, I'm not letting it go, okay? So I get up on my feet. I'm like, you just dragged me out my own fucking car. Deck him in the face. Was that the best course of options? No, it wasn't, okay? Probably shouldn't have hit him in the face, okay? Don't go through my fucking room, okay, you weirdo. You fucking weirdo, okay? So, he's with his little cousin, okay? James. Cutie booty, little snitch ass bitch, okay? He's with his cousin James. This motherfucker calls the cops on me. Literally calls the cops on me. On a 16-year-old girl who barely even, that shit probably didn't even hurt him. It probably went, I was a 16-year-old girl, had never worked out in her life. I literally was a fat kid growing up. So I was like, there ain't no muscle mass in there, so I know it didn't hurt, okay? This is my biggest flex on all things flexible, okay? The cops show up. They're like, I think I'm so, like, when I get angry, I black out. I literally do black out. When people say they see red, I'm not kidding. I black the fuck out. I can't really remember. So I don't remember talking to the police. I just know they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, yeah, I think you should need to, like, go for a little bit. Like, you should leave. So I ended up leaving. And the dude who called the cops on me had a warrant out for his arrest. So he got arrested right in front of me because he was the one that called the cops on me. And granted, looking back, if I were to take myself out of this situation, I would be like, damn, like, that's super fucked up. Like, you didn't even have anything to do with it, and they're running your name and arresting you. But it was the sweetest karma I had ever felt in my life. What did I do? I literally told y'all that I don't ever put on. Let me put on the outfit. Cargo pants, black oversized cargo pants. We're gonna see the fit, but if you want to recreate it, oversized cargo pants, you would probably do, what size is this? So this is this is extra large, and I probably wear, because it's not in numbers, I don't know what this is in numbers, but get probably about 2 sizes bigger than your normal, what you would normally wear for jeans, if you want to do this. Oh, so the sweets, let's get back to the sweet, sweet, sweet karma that it was. I need my shirt. Looking back, I am fully like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I didn't know I could be the one that, like, calls the cops for a scenario and then ends up getting arrested. But because he was the one that called the cops on me, the 16-year-old, I love it. And I think that is the best thing to have ever happened in my life. Like, this man really tried to call the cops on me to get me in trouble, a little 16-year-old. And he ended up getting arrested. Don't ever try to play me, because karma will get you. That was my parents. They say, you want to try to fuck with her? You getting arrested, bitch. That made me so happy. Remembering all of that, that made me so happy. Let's keep with the outfit. Like I had said, I didn't actually end up getting arrested, but they did put my name in the system somehow. I don't even know how this works. But I just remember the end of that night happening. I probably left. I don't know what happened, but I think I get a court document in the mail or something. Basically, it was like, this is when your court date is. You've been charged for, like, battery or whatever the fuck it is. Assault. I don't know. Whatever it is. So I have to go through the court cases. I think I had to go to court twice, but one time I didn't even go in. I think one time my sister just handled it all. And then the second time I went in for like sentencing, and like I had to tell them my story. And I'm pretty like, I remember going through this the whole time, and my sister was like very much on the side of, please don't like take her to jail. Don't do that. Like, don't community service. She doesn't need to. And he wanted to. He really did want to, the judge. I remember like my lawyer that I had was like super trying to fight. That was like crazy circumstances. Like my parents are dead. Like crazy circumstances. And I think even the prosecutors were like, yeah, this is kind of crazy. But the judge was like trying to make an example out of me. I really think it was. But I think I got super lucky with the prosecutors being like, this is just a poor little girl living in a shit situation. Like, she's fighting with the boyfriend of the sister who is her guardian. Like, shit's just fucked. Maybe let's just be easy, okay? So I'm pretty sure they send me back out of the courtroom to discuss whatever sentencing or whatever. They made me do court-ordered therapy is what it really was. They were like, okay, bet. Yo ass needs to go to fucking therapy. So I didn't really get arrested, me telling this. I didn't actually get arrested. And I didn't actually go to jail, but I did have to do court-ordered therapy because of it. So that was just a fun little quirky thing we had. I'm glad we still did keep it lighthearted, even though it's like a kind of a shitty subject matter. You saw me laughing. Just the fact of remembering how much I was mad that this motherfucker actually called the cops on me. And then he was the one to get arrested. And I'm like, I didn't walk out in handcuffs that night, but you did. Okay. Let's finish the outfit. I think I'm pretty much done with that story. It's a quick, lighthearted, little easy peasy, easy breezy, beautiful girl, cover girl story for you. So I'm gonna put on my shoes and finish the outfit, and then maybe say goodbye. Oh my god, so quick. I'm gonna miss you. Oh my god. We'll be back next time. We'll do it next time. Oversized cargo pants with a black top and this Teddy Fresh sweater that I love. All right. So this is the fit in question. Hopefully you can see the shoes. Now that I talked all my shit and said all this shit where I'm like, I don't fucking like you, I want to circle back and leave it on kind of a more positive note, because I was 12 through 18 in these years of living with them and him. I'm mostly talking about him. And where I didn't fucking like him. And it came a lot of the places of, when I first met him, I was at my sister's house and he just like didn't talk. He didn't talk to me, and I get it, like social anxiety, whatever. But I'm the girl you're dating sister, like at least say hi. And he would just be weird. He would like go hide off in the bathroom, do whatever. And then when I moved in with her, I remember the day he proposed to her. And that's where I feel like my biggest upset with him is, and I'm like, not to be like, I'm not her dad, you know, not to be like, you need to ask my permission, but it's like, it would have taken 2 seconds to be like, hey, to even like put yourself out of your own shoes and be like, hey, this girl, like, and I'm just I can realize like maybe not everything is about you, okay, like not everything is about you, but I had just lost my parents, okay? My sister is my guardian. Like, maybe you could be like, sit me down. Take me out for a coffee. Bring me an egg McMuffin. I don't know. And be like, hey, I'm thinking about proposing to your sister. How do you feel about it? Nothing. Nope. Not a single shit. Didn't say anything to me. Didn't ask me anything. Didn't do nothing. So I just... the morning he does it, he comes in and does it in the fucking morning, and I just find out my sister's engaged, okay? Cool, no big deal, brush that to a side. Find out the second I move to a different state, they get married without me. Okay, so it's just like these multiple points on like points of where I have contention and points of upset, okay? But I can also fully take a step back and recognize what he was going through at the same time, okay? We all went on a vacation together after I had already moved away and had been gone for a couple years, and was like, I think I was 19, 20 at this time when we went on this vacation. And I found out that when I moved in with my sister, he was only 19. So my sister was 22 and he was only 19. And that honestly changed a lot in me looking at him, because I was the same age. I'm like looking at what he did and what he was doing, and it was like, I can sympathize with you because I have no fucking idea what I would do at 19. I don't even know what I would do right now if my partner was like, hey, I'm about to have a 12-year-old child. Like, I'm gonna be the guardian and have to raise this child. Like, I can only imagine what I would do now as 25, almost 26. Like, I don't know how I would handle that, much less at 19. I can get mad and say that I never liked him and he was always a piece of shit, but I can take a step back and fully recognize that, like, when we're dealt a set of cards, we can only do with them what we know and our very limited experiences. So at 19, Mr. Mans didn't know what to do, okay? And maybe that's what happened to him. Maybe his dad, his mom, maybe people went through his room and rummaged through his room when he got in trouble. So that's what he thought he needed to do, okay? Maybe I can recognize and see where it came from now. But at that time, it fucking sucked. Especially to just like one day, I'm smoking with all of you. We're all chilling. We're just smoking weed, vibing. And then 2 weeks later, you're taking my door off my hinges and going through my room over weed. So it's like, it really just didn't, something's not clicking, Steven, okay? It wasn't clicking. And it caused a lot of contention and a lot of fights for a while. So I can sit here and get mad and tell him, talk to the camera and say that I don't fucking like you. But I can understand and recognize and give you grace where grace is due, okay? Maybe I still don't fucking like you, but I forgive you. I think that's the best way to say it. I don't like you, but I forgive you. And with that, we're gonna end the video. I'm a mess. Why did I choose to do this? Okay, in 10, 20, 30 years, when you're looking back at this, you better know why we did it, because, okay, maybe that's a reason. Maybe my future self knows why we're doing it, because maybe it's gonna bring great healing, okay? But I don't know why we're doing this to myself, because it's a lot and I need a breather, okay? The SpongeBob, what is it? The SpongeBob meme? Like I need a break, okay? All right, girlies, the she's, the gays, and the theys, all my peoples, all my gremlins, I love you. Sorry this was kind of a short and sweet little video. Comment down below like what you want to see me do next, what kind of stories you want to hear me tell, what kind of outfits you want to see me put together. And also let me know if you want me to do more with the clothes. Right now I'm kind of just on this vibe of we're just telling the story times and not really, I'm just getting dressed. But let me know if you want me to go more of a route that is clothes based and less face based, okay? Tell me to shut up and show you the clothes. Or maybe you don't care about the clothes and you just want to hear me keep talking. Okay, I love you. Go take a shower. Go wash your bum, wash your armpits, brush your teeth. Get off your phone. Close the phone for a little bit, okay? If nobody's told you lately, or if they have, I don't care. I'm proud of you, okay? You're doing amazing in the world and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I love you guys. Keep your head up. And I'll see you next time.